Good morning, everybody. This is a lesson for creative writing. Some of you have talked about the fact that you have issues starting stories, generating ideas, and responding to a prompt. As with all the films, I will do this recording, will go through the PowerPoint, and then we can work through the PowerPoint together. I will then have an after lesson that looks at what we're doing in a little bit more detail and provides you with a kind of an answer of some description. Okay, so what's this lesson about? So we're going to use this lesson to help you generate ideas in responding to an image and starting with your story. I want you to work through the short exercises. You will need some coloured pencils. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at an image, and it's a painting by Stubbs, and it's actually in the National Gallery. And I want you to write down all the words that come into your mind while looking at the painting. And we're going to ask and answer, in particular, the first question: what does the painter try and show us? And then the second part of that is, what do we think, feel, or imagine? So this is the painting. And if you put in Whistle Jacket by Stubbs, you will see it come up on the internet. And you might think, well, why have I used a painting? Well, art is something that we all look at. And when an artist paints a picture, where the artist is asking us to share something of their world. So they're communicating ideas and thoughts and feelings through their painting. Doesn't matter what that painting is, they're trying to communicate. So it is almost like speaking to you without words. So I want you to spend some time looking at the picture of Whistle Jacket, and I want you to answer the first question: what does the painter try and show us? So you want to look at that image and say, I want you to sink down into it and look at it and say, what is the painter trying to show us? Write down the words that come into your mind. It doesn't matter what they are. I'm going to do an after video where you can kind of think about the things that you came up with. And then when you've come up with what you think the painter is trying to show us, I then want you to think about what the painter is trying to make us feel, see, imagine, or think, yeah? Or what do you feel, see, or imagine, or think? And I want you to try and find 5 things that you feel when you look at the painting, 5 things that you see when you look at the painting, and 5 things that you imagine when you look at the painting. And imagine could be anything. And then 5 things that you think. Now, the key to this is to go with your first thought. Don't judge your thought. You must get it down, all right? Okay, so I'm going to move on to the exercise. Okay, so when you've got those ideas down, in the exercise, this is about the horse itself. This is about building character and setting, I suppose, in particular character. So the horse is called Whistle Jacket. So write a list of his life story. All right. So don't be thinking I'm going to write a story. I want you to write a list of his life story. So you can use this writing frame. I want you to think about the type of place the horse lives in, why he is called Whistle Jacket, and describe his character, yeah, and who his owner is. Get down brief things for each one: the type of place the horse lives in, why he's called Whistle Jacket, what you think his character is, and who the owner is. When you've done that, I want you then to move on to choosing one of these perspectives. So a narrative perspective is the perspective that the character is coming from. And I want you to choose one of these perspectives to write from. You either write from the horse's perspective or his owner, right? And you can use these writing prompts to help. So the first writing prompt deals with the voice or perspective of the horse. My name is Whistle Jacket. My stable is. The field where I live is. I ran the Grand National. Okay, so let these writing prompts take you to the space that they're kind of offering. So listen to the voice. My name is Whistlejacket. So listen to it in your head. My stable is warm, dark, you know. The field where I live is, so you start to imagine these things that the voice of the character of the horse is saying. And then the other is the perspective of the owner. So I'll read them to you. At the horse auction, there were many horses to choose from, but in the corner stood. Every morning I gather oats, hay, and a bridle. Watching Whistlejacket run the furlongs of the race course was. Okay, so I want you to go through each aspect of this exercise. Start with the first question. What does the painter try and show us? Then move on to the 5 things that you feel, the 5 things that you see, the 5 things that you imagine, and the 5 things that you think. When you've got those down, you then want to write a list of his life story, the type of place, why he's called Whistlejacket, try and describe his character and who his owner is. And then choose a narrative perspective, the horse or his owner, and use either one of the writing prompts to help you. Okay, that's part 1 of your lesson. I will do a lesson on the painting after this. Bye.